Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Journey to Happiness. So I'm going to vlog today. I'm working from 3 to 11 through my agency. It's at a place that I go to a lot. First, it takes me about 30 minutes to get there. And first I'm gonna get something to eat at probably Chick-fil-A. There's a mall literally like right down the street from the nursing home. I'm gonna go to the food court and get Chick-fil-A. I haven't ate anything, and it's about 1:30, and I'm eating chill there until it's time for me to go in. I tried to vlog yesterday, but I feel like it wasn't a good vlog because I kind of forgot because it just got busy at work, so I didn't really have much to show. Not that I can show too much, y'all know, because of the HIPAA laws and stuff. But I'll try to show what I can. Um, and yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. Um, and I also just wanted to ask y'all's opinion on something. I'm really thinking about my future, and I told y'all I'm going back to school at the beginning of next year, which is going to be here before we know it. Really, time is going by so fast. I feel like, um, and I'm really thinking. I already went up to the school and stuff, and I started the process. But I'm thinking about my future and really what I really want to do because y'all, this time I'm putting my all into school. Like I'm going in it with tunnel vision. I have to for my future and stuff. So I've thought about surgical tech, but I don't think I want to really do that. Um, so I'm debating between three things right now, and I'm just asking y'all opinion. And I know ultimately the decision is up to me. Nobody can make the decision for me, but I'm just looking for opinions and honest opinions and inputs. So I, I'm thinking about respiratory therapy. If y'all don't know, they help with breathing, with the lungs. That's why they call it respiratory therapy. I'm assuming. Um, it's a 2 year program. I'm assuming it'll take me like 3 years to actually finish because I think they have prerequisites just like the nursing program has prerequisites. So more than likely, I'm thinking 3 years, but I don't know yet. And that interests me because I've watched some videos about respiratory therapy, and in the hospital, you hear about like nurses, RNs getting really stressed out, especially nowadays. But with respiratory therapy, I'm sure it could be stressful too. But from what I saw, it's like they're dealing with breathing. They're not dealing with any other. They're not dealing with bowel movements or pain, stuff like that. Is the breathing part. So they don't have to really deal with a lot of what nurses have to deal with, but they still make good money. They don't make as much as RNs, but they make really good monies too. So it's a good income. Um, and also after you get experience, they can travel. They can travel just like nurses travel. And I've looked up like different contracts and stuff, or well, travel things for respiratory therapy because I'm really doing my research on the career that I'm going to choose. And I see some of them making 2,000, 3,000 a week on, and I like that you could do local contracts too. So there's respiratory therapists out here making six figures. So I think about that because I do want to live a good lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I know being a nurse or respiratory therapist or whatever is not going to make me rich, but just I want to live a comfortable lifestyle. I want to be able to take 2, 3 vacations every year. I just want to live a pretty good lifestyle. So I'm thinking about that, but my only concern is, oh, and they like they respond. There are a lot of respiratory therapists. They are a part of the rapid team at the hospital. So like they're basically have to be a master at doing code blues, giving CPR, suctioning people, stuff like that. But my only concern about that is one day, what if I get tired of working at the hospital? And that's the only place I really hear about respiratory therapists working. So that's my only concern. One day, what if I don't want to work 12-hour shifts anymore? And most hospitals nowadays only do 12-hour shifts. Um, but I could be PRN at a hospital. So I'm just thinking about that. That's like what I'm thinking of. One day what if I get tired of the hospital setting and I want to work in the office? Nurses can work in the offices, doctors' offices, clinics, stuff like that. But I don't think they really use. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I've never heard of respiratory therapists, well, working in a doctor's office or anything like that. Their main setting is hospital because that's where they're mainly needed it. So that's my only like concern. Like, will I ever get? What if I get tired of doing 12-hour shifts, or what if I get tired of working at the hospital? And the other thing I'm thinking is just okay, going straight from my RN. It'll take longer than LPN, but I'm thinking, okay, I don't have any kids. I live by myself. I'm the only person that I'm responsible for, and I've seen people that have kids, 2 or 3 kids, sometimes. Uh, some of them, they may be teenagers. Some of them have little babies. Work PRN part time and go through RN school. I know a girl that did that a couple years ago, actually. And now, because when I had applied for a job, she's like the staff development nurse now. So she went from being a CNA, and she was a CNA for a really long time. And she's got kids, but her kids are teenagers. And now she was like the hiring manager at the nursing home. And I'm like, and she did it, and she went straight for her RN. So it's like, should I just go straight for my RN, even though it's gonna take longer than LPN? Should I just tough it out and just go straight for it? Or should I take baby steps and do the LPN because it's a little less risky, I think? Should I do that? Because I hear like, the RN program is a lot more com- compatible than the LPN program. So should I just kind of take baby steps and do LPN and then RN? Because I think about, I want to be something else besides a CNA. I mean, I'm a med aid too, but I want to be something else besides that sooner. So if I go for my LPN, that'll let me do that sooner. And I know there are other places LPNs can work besides nursing homes. So I've heard of like, clinics, doctor's offices, urgent care. There's other places they can work. So I'm thinking about that too. So I'm just looking for opinions. I really going to think about what's the smartest choice for my future. Um, for me, like I said, I do want to live a comfortable lifestyle. Um, I would go for medical assistance because I like the office setting, but I'm just thinking about my future, not just now, but my future. And I really want to live a comfortable lifestyle. And from what I'm seeing, they don't get paid enough for the lifestyle that I want to live, if that makes sense. Now, maybe if I was like a medical assistant and I was a CNA part time, but I don't want to do that. Like if I'm going to go to school for something, I want to be able to live pretty comfortable on one job. Like I might have a job and maybe try to start my own business or some kind of passive income on the side, but I don't want to have like 2 jobs, like regular jobs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go ahead and make this a full video because I done talked for over 8 minutes now. So the next video I do will be a vlog because I feel like I done talked on and on. We're already at 8 minutes. So just comment below your opinions on these 3 careers: RN, respiratory therapy, LPN, and which one would you pick and why?